Just like there are many ways to read the Bible on your own, there are plenty of ways to read the Bible in community. Divide and conquer is a fairly basic interpretive strategy, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work. I hope that most people would tell you that reading the Bible is a communal activity just as much as it is an individual one, but maybe most people wouldn't say that. I definitely would. If you want to learn how to read your Bible, you should read it with others. And just like there are many ways to read the Bible on your own, there are plenty of ways to read the Bible in community. Divide and conquer is a fairly basic interpretive strategy, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work. Sometimes you've just got a lot of information to digest or not enough time, and the best thing you can do is use numbers to your advantage. I think of this method as a dinner party where everyone cooks. I really like to cook, but add friends, bubbly drinks, background music, and multiple courses, and we've gone from, this is fun, to, I might be having the best night of my life. You're not only able to make more food without getting tired, but you get to reap the benefits of your friends' talents and they yours. This is because everyone is good at different things, and when you divide and conquer, you're more likely to focus on what you're good at and trust someone else to compensate for your area of weakness. Whenever I host these dinner parties, I'm almost always on entrees. It might be because entrees intimidate people or no one wants to take the fall for the main course not tasting good, but I love a challenge. Others gravitate towards desserts. These are people who are great at baking or with a sweet tooth enough that they think they can eat the cookie dough or lick the spoon if they help here. But then there's others who are just better at food you don't have to cook. These are the friends who make the most Instagram-worthy charcuterie boards of entirely store-bought crackers, fruit, and cheese. Don't even get me started on drinks. Every good dinner party needs a signature drink, and only some people can mix them. This is the beauty of sharing the burden. Everyone gets to play to their strengths and carry the weight with someone else. Similarly, when you divide and conquer as a method of reading the Bible communally, you'll come to find you experience the very same benefits. Everyone gets to focus on a designated text and share that burden with someone else. And in the end, the whole group benefits from the different perspectives, insights, questions, and processes of their peers. When you divide and conquer, you get to choose how the text you're reading will be divided amongst the group, how long they have to discuss, and how they share their insights. One day, you might separate into 4 groups and have every group read one chapter and share the insights casually. But the next day, maybe you'll break into pairs, and every pair will read 7 verses, and they have to share their insights as if they're delivering a TED Talk. However you divide and conquer, when you get to the stage of wrestling with what a text could mean or why it's written the way it is, you'll benefit from the multiple perspectives each group brings and the diverse communication styles present amongst your community. The last thing you should know about divide and conquer is that sometimes the only thing you'll manage to conquer is how to make a mess. Because the reality is that not everyone can cook. And sometimes it doesn't matter how many people you have on desserts, you'll get caught up and burn the brownies. It's okay to mess up, even in community. Sometimes Christians make it seem like in community you become invincible. And although community is a great accountability tool, it's not a fail-safe. Sometimes you're going to read a text, and even from every vantage point in the room, you're just going to leave with questions. Sometimes it doesn't matter how you look at a text, you'll just never like it. Sometimes you'll realize one perspective makes a whole lot more sense than another. All of this is okay. I encourage you to look at failure as success, because the goal of a dinner party isn't to love everything you eat. It's to participate, eat something good, and enjoy the company of those around you. When you divide and conquer, you'll find that although you might have started the activity to learn more about whatever text, you left having learned more about how God teaches the people around you. And that is not failure. I would argue that's kind of close to the point. It's important to remember when you're developing biblical literacy that you're learning a language, and it's a language that other people speak too. But most likely, they don't speak it the way you do. Kind of like how people in the US and England both speak English, but there are really noticeable differences, or how you put sugar in your grits, but I put salt in mine. There is beauty in knowing that we're learning about a God who can communicate in all the languages and teach from all the vantage points. All this opportunity to learn, and learn in ways you didn't know were possible, is one of the many benefits of Bible reading, and particularly reading in community.
Hi, this is Genesis here, editing and realizing I forgot to record me telling you I created 4 days of Bible study on this exact topic and put it on Substack for you, totally free. So, if you'd like to add this reading method to your Bible study but don't know where to start, head on over to Olive Fig and Vine's Substack for 4 days of guided instruction from yours truly. It's totally free, so you should totally do it. Okay, bye.